we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Daniel, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight, right, opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A+ skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Michael Chandler has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. What else can you say about the career resurgence of Charles "Dude Bronx" Oliveira? Cut his teeth in the UFC. Late 2017, he had lost 3 of 4. Nobody was talking about him. And then he goes on to produce one of the greatest winning streaks in UFC lightweight history.
Well, he did a great job just rebuilding, refocusing, shifting the mindset from having issues at times when it got tough to getting through the tough and dominating guys. Many relied on him going back to that guy from before. That guy disappeared on that championship run. Charles Oliveira is a beast, and we will see if tonight he gets his hand raised and he proves once again why he's one of the best lightweights in the world.
Don't look for too much in terms of risk management, though. Even given what happened in the Islam Makhachev fight, Charles Oliveira is an aggressive, high-octane, offensive fighter, and that is the expectation as to what we will see here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Michael Chandler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight.
Do it.
All right, round getting underway here. Iron Michael Chandler said when he signed with the UFC he was not here for a long time. He was here for a good time. And for fight fans around the world, it has certainly been a good time watching Michael Chandler. Certainly put a capstone on his UFC run with that knockout of Tony Ferguson. But he wants UFC gold, and if he doesn't get a win tonight, he may never get back to the top of the heap. We'll see how he approaches this particular stylistic challenge. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. He talked a lot about mixing it up this week, but that right hand is his weapon of choice, and he found the button early.
It is his weapon of choice, and I think a lot of his success is based on the fact that he's such a high-level wrestler. So when he level changes, people tend to drop their hands, and Chandler drops that big right hand on him. I think this is one of the best athletes in the entire UFC.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oliveira's in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does. Heel hook looks tight.
Working out to finish the heel hook, he's got to secure the legs and keep the hips past the knee if he wants to get a finish.
Working again for that submission.
It's always going to be a struggle, but this guy's intent on finishing the fight. Working hard to finish this heel hook. He has got to make sure that his knee does not beat his hips if he wants to get the finish.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out! I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Michael Chandler.
Nice sub attempt.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, so the most decorated finisher in UFC history, Charles Oliveira, trying to add to his totals here tonight. He can submit you on the ground, standing up, and he's
got to be careful here.
Lands with the ground and pound. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Making all these shots count.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Chandler. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, he's out.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand you up. You need to work.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
That Darce is tight. Darce choke locked in. It's only a matter of time, but he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent. So
he got out again.
He did it again. This guy's a magician. He just keeps on escaping.
What a round.
Stop, stop, stop.
Ok, assieds-toi, Coco. Respiration. Inspire par le nez, expire par la bouche. Bien, c'était très bien. Commence à envoyer du lourd debout pour le surprendre au moment du takedown. N'hésite pas, ok?
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense there.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts.
Second round here. All right, so multiple submission attempts for him in that previous round. We'll see if he gets back to it in this next round, but I gotta think, DC, a little frustration starts to creep in when you try and are unable to succeed on multiple occasions.
But then you just try again. You know, we know that this young man may be a little discouraged because he thought that he held such a massive advantage that the fight would be over at this point. But it didn't work out just yet. You know him. He will continue to go down the path.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he...
Oliveira's got his head looking for a guillotine.
That guillotine is tight.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Michael Chandler.
That was nice. Now he's going full mount. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Oliveira.
Oh, Charles is good here, my goodness.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat. Just gotta be careful here.
Oliveira's back in full mount.
Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep. Oh, now he's gonna find himself in a little more danger.
Oliveira's in half guard. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. .45 seconds remain in the round. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Good round.
Super round. Bien, assure-toi, respire bien. Inspire profondément. Expire à fond. Voilà. Bon, tes coups de pied, tu changes rien. Il n'a aucune réponse pour tes coups de pied. Alors tu continues.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Lands a nice leg kick.
Oh, huge right hand from Michael Chandler yet again, and not unlike the one he landed on Dan Hooker a few years back.
Michael Chandler is a beast. I think he's one of the best athletes we have. Oh, that's over that right. Oliveira has to be careful.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. go for the leg now. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. You gotta be kidding me. He's out. Side control now. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Michael Chandler.
There it is, now he's on the mount.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oliveira's in half guard now.
Great shot on top by Chandler.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Oh, he's got his back. Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. Chandler's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle because the guy hit armbar. The armbar is almost locked in. He's got to be very patient if he wants to get a finish and not lose his position.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
In the half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Oliveira.
Darce choke attempt here.
That Darce choke is tight.
Tight submission locked in. Darce choke seems to be very close to being finished. He cannot get inside him. Oh, man, that was slick.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, let us now take a look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. He appeared to open up a significant cut on his...
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
What a nasty kick. That was thrown with ill intent.
Working off the jab, it's good. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, and there's that double leg takedown. Chandler gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Inside leg kick. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Oh, how clean is that jab by Michael Chandler? Takedown defense holds up. Nice uppercut. Oh, how good was that judo toss? Oliveira's in half guard. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, side control now. 3 minutes.
Oh, right to the mount.
Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Oliveira.
Get him out here. Oh, he got to the spot.
Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Oliveira. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. He's got the choke in.
Good work, guys. Come on.
He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oliveira's back in side control here.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot be just...
Oliveira's going for a choke. Oh, that Darce choke is tight. There's the tap! Charles Oliveira! Coming up huge tonight. Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira!
All right, so another win by submission for the UFC's submission king, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira.
Nobody's ever done it better. No one has done it better than "Do Bronx" on the ground. When you're on the ground with Charles Oliveira,